Almighty God, grant us the courage of Jesus Christ, your Son, to face the coronavirus pandemic with trust, strength, compassion, and resiliency. Give us the grace of the Holy Spirit to free us from fear and anxiety so we may do actions of help and support and look forward to our healing with hope. We pray for the health workers, food liners, maintenance cleaners, logistics abler, government leaders, and volunteers who continuously come together to deliver our daily needs to survive. Guide us from this time of crisis. Preserve us in peace. Protect the weak and vulnerable and those who serve the society during this pandemic. This we ask and pray in Jesus' name, our Savior. Amen. Naghahatid saya sa mga Pinoy, mga kantang tatak Pinoy. Kahit nasan ka man, kami ay mapapakinggan. Streaming worldwide, the future of radio in Manila, California, and Hong Kong. This is V81 Radio.
Malayo ka man sa iyong pamilya, dito ay hindi ka nag-iisa. Tiyak ito'y iyong hahanap-hanapin, dahil ito ang nagpapasaya sa atin.
The views and opinions expressed in the following program are those of the program anchors and producers and do not necessarily reflect the policies and position of this station. an online program that takes you to all corners of beauty and lifestyle. This is Beauty in a Box, providing insights on how beauty and lifestyle of all kinds will be of help to everyone, may it be in their professional or personal lives, by improving one's confidence. Beauty in a Box, hosted by certified makeup artist and beauty enthusiast Aliya Ambray. This is Beauty in a Box, only here on V81 Radio, South Manila.
Hello and welcome everyone. You are now tuned in to Beauty in a Box, a show that takes you to all corners of beauty and lifestyle. Here on V1 Radio Worldwide on the South Manila Station. So come and unbox the Beauty in a Box with me, Aliya Ambray, a certified makeup artist and a beauty enthusiast, and I'm the host for this show. For first timers out here, this is an online program that provides insight on how beauty and lifestyle will be of help to everyone, maybe in their professional lives or personal lives, by improving one's confidence. So, before anything else, I'd like to thank today's partner. We have Co Farms, who is providing us with fresh and locally sourced fruits and vegetables to give us our daily fix of health and nutrition. Which, actually leads us to introduce me to our topic for today. This week's episode, eto ha, it's all about fitness, healthiness, wellness. There's no denying how incredibly well beauty and fitness tie together. I mean, that's why we have sayings na like fit or strong is the new beautiful. With that, we'll be delving into beauty and lifestyle from the perspective of those who not only simply stand as our hashtag fitness goals, but also wish to guide and cheer us on in our own fitness journeys. Today, I've invited two fitness gurus and personalities to tell us more about their stories and tips on maintaining a healthy lifestyle, from fitness routines, eating habits, managing stress, and overall self-care for men, because feeling good and self-care are also necessary for men. So make sure to stay tuned with us today. Though, by the end of this episode, you may not gain muscles and abs agad, but you'll gain much motivation and inspiration to begin or keep up your fitness journey. So, let's call on our guests today. First, I will call on host, trainer, and content creator. We have Vince Velasco.
Hi, everyone. Hi, thanks for having me.
Thank you for coming here and joining us at B81 Radio and Beauty in a Box. Vince, how are you?
I'm good. Thank you for that great intro.
Sige, let's complete our group for today. We also have TV actor and host, president of the Fit Crew PH, and the CEO of Relieve PH. We have Juancho Triviño.
Hi everyone! Ay, ito na pala ako. Ready ako. Hi Govin, hi Aliya. Thanks for welcoming me on your show.
Oh,
it's so good to be here.
Yes. So today, grabe lang tayo. Ano lang tayo? About fitness, and of course, marami tayong matutunan from the both of you. And you provide so much inspiration to many, and so many look up to you. So, let's start first, no? Magkamustahan muna. I want to see how you guys been doing. So, how have you been? Maybe we can start with Vince. Sige.
Adjusting to the new normal. I mean, it took I want to be honest and say it took maybe at least the first 2 months to really adjust to the work situation because of the uncertainty. But eventually, as time went on, that's when you're able to adjust. And I think you can sort of commit to how things are going to be right now. And yeah, just very lucky, very fortunate to be one of those who still has a roof above their head, has a place to stay.
No, that's true. We're very lucky that we're still here, no? Like, we're all safe and healthy. So how about you, Juancho? How are you? How have you been?
You actually talked about people looking up to us. I look up to Vince. We've been friends for quite some time now, and si Vince has been an inspiration for a big part of my life. But anyway, it has been tough. But definitely a blessing. This whole quarantine, the season of this has taught me a lot, and it has actually made me start two companies, which is Fit Crew and Relieve. Kaya blessing yun para sa akin. The entertainment industry has been very very much affected. This is why we have wala kaming trabaho masyado, and then alam mo yun, parang it's all just learning from here on out, but it has been a blessing.
Exactly. I know, no? Kaya that's why parang this show also na invited you here na from all your learnings also, since people, you're very influential to our viewers right now, at least the listeners will know how you've been and how you've been able to share your blessings also. So with this, our topic today na fitness nga tayo, no? Fitness journey. So bago tayo, before we proceed to other things, I want to know first, how has your fitness journey been like? Or like, when and how did your passion for health and fitness actually begin? I'm just curious, no? Para lang may background tayo ng konti. So who's ready?
Mine started when Juancho beat me in basketball. I had to get some confidence. I was demoralized. I was thrown around the court. It was But sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Aliya. Go ahead.
Go, really, go lang. I want to know also how you really started then. Para lang, kasi before I ask you your routines, mga ganyan, I want to see, like, why did you actually start, being so consistent with your fitness journey? So, go. Ano tayo?
Well, just to finish the inside joke, Juancho is one of the only guys I know that you play basketball with, and he beats you, and you can't get mad at him because every time he beats you at something, he's still smiling. He's still smiling at you. So yeah. But all joking aside, Juancho, I won't forget that when he boxed me out. I won't forget that. But in all seriousness, I started because I had asthma as a kid. So the only way to get over it was to get into sports, to get into swimming, to strengthen my lungs. I'm going to skip a lot of big details here because when I was 12 years old. But yeah, eventually down the road, it was sort of empowering to get over something like that. And then eventually, because it takes a while. That was I want to say at least 2 years of really going to swimming every Saturday, not being able to breathe in the pool. For those who know how the feeling is when you have allergies and asthma, it's really hard. And then eventually, you have aspirations of being an athlete, although those aspirations of being an athlete came to realize when I play against people like Juancho, that I know I don't have a chance of ever reaching those goals. But yeah, and then the passion just grew being around people who really want to achieve their goals, how empowering it is for people to, whether it's weight loss, muscle gain, and all these things. And I took it a lot more seriously because I became a working student when I was in college. And then I had to choose whether it was athletics or work. And then my grades suffered, so I had to end up choosing work. And then after that, I ended up gaining weight because you're not training anymore. And then I want to say this was, 2010, 2011, I was 205 pounds. From then on, never looking back. That was the hardest year of my life to get rid of that weight. But yeah, basically it.
Ang galing. Well, that's really good, no? Kasi for our viewers out here, no, like it really, you can see from Vince, no, from having that weight, which is it's really motivating. Then, if you really prioritize in your health, also, you can still push on to taking care of yourself by exercising and eating healthier food. So let's take it from Vince, no, na kayang-kaya pa rin, na you don't lose hope. Na some people kasi sabi na wala na, too late. No, look, that was just like 9 years, 10 years ago, no? When you said you had that weight. So look at you now. You're very fit and you're inspiration to us. So how about you, Juancho? How did you start naman your passion for health and fitness?
Oh man, Vince, I don't even remember that story. I remember playing basketball with you a lot, but I don't remember beating you. I remember you being very good. Well, anyway, my fitness journey has been a roller coaster for me. I started out playing a lot of sports growing up. I started with basketball and then tried badminton because I was I was too short for basketball my second year in high school. I was 5'2", and then that's why I tried badminton. And then my third year in high school, I grew 7 inches over the summer.
Wow.
Uh, so nag 5'11" ako bigla nung third year, and they got me for basketball again, and I started training from then on. But for me, it was just about enjoying the sport. Fitness was just a byproduct for me.
Mhm.
Then as the years went by, I was it was getting harder for me to run up and down the floor. Competitions were getting stronger as we joined a lot of leagues. So that's where I got motivated to work out, but
Mm-mm.
not for my physical structure, but for my sport, basketball.
Mm-mm.
So that's why it's a lot of up and downs, because we in generally in life we encounter a lot of yung mga mawala ka ng gana, 'di ba, or 'di ba, parang you're not motivated enough. And since I didn't think of my fitness as my main motivation, I wasn't motivated as much as I should be. So right now, when I started working with the GMA, I was already booked with a lot of tapings and a lot of. I was trying to juggle school also. That was why I lost track of my basketball. I gained a lot of weight also, and that didn't do good for me in the business. So right now I'm trying to prioritize my health in general, lalo na ngayon na quarantine, health is at its premium. So this is why actually I started Fit Crew, because I know that this should be our priority in life,
Yeah.
not just the way we look, but we need to be healthy, we need to be strong, we need to fight the virus and
Yes.
what.
Oo.
So, ayun, roller coaster pa rin. Nung nag-start yung quarantine, akala ko nasa bakasyon ako, ang dami kong kinain. That's why that's why ngayon I'm trying to train a lot, and I'm going to say sarado na po muna ang tindahan ng Triviño household from free food. Tama na muna yung pagbibigay ng free food. Tatanggi muna kami
Sabi
for
muna.
a month at least until we get our weight down again.
Oo, wait lang muna. Actually, I talked to Vince before this. Sabi nga, he also mentioned nga daw na he also like gained weight din during the quarantine eh. Sabi niya,
Yes. Woo! I'm counting. It's officially 12 pounds.
oh my God.
Oh man, ay mga ganun din. Ganun din sa akin, ganun din.
That would be
Well,
nice to talk about later on, no? Like, that would be a nice topic later. So, yun nga, since nowadays, it's quite difficult to put out the typical fitness content, no? Such as like workout clips or like your outdoor activities. And, you guide clients. Like, for example, si Juancho, you're a regular gym goer. Tapos si Vince, you're a trainer in flyweight in Bear Manila. I want to know how you've been continuing to inspire your clients or others, even in this time. So, with that, how have you been adjusting your fitness endeavors into the new normal? So, we can start with Vince again.
Well, in terms of personally, I noticed that if I just start moving a little bit, it really helps with my mood for the day. So it really helps with how I do things, how I feel about myself. And there's this saying, I keep forgetting who says it, but sorry, one of everybody's man crush, Chris Hemsworth. He says that movement creates motivation. So you get inspired the more you're able to move a little bit. So that was initially my problem the first month, where I wasn't really moving a lot. I was lazy, I was uncertain. Now, in terms of classes, it's just really about getting people to do the same, not feel helpless, to feel like they can still do something about the goals they want to achieve, to whether it's recovering from a bad day at work, whether it's just, achieving those small fitness goals, getting that endorphin rush that they want. And in terms of the physical classes, we can't actually be there, but it's a good thing that there are a lot of platforms like this, all the other apps online. You have all these other things that you can do to connect to people and still coach and teach them. So in terms of Bear Manila and Flyweight, we have online classes. And thank you to all our clients and to all of our friends who really spread the word, because it's not just for you, it's also for us. We have that certain connection with you guys that really helps us.
That's nice. So that's really also the way you connect with your the usual clients you had even before the quarantine, no? And even more so like when you spread the word to your friends na, hey guys, na I'm still here, na I'm still able to help you even in this time na with your fitness goals. That's nice, no, Vince? How about you, Wancho? How have you adjusted your fitness endeavors into the new normal?
Well, same thing. The first month or so, I was anxious for the most part. So I tend to just go to my comfort zone and just play a lot of video games. So what happened was, yun nga, parang I had a birthday here during the lockdown already, and my wife, si Joyce, gave me a smartwatch, and the smartwatch actually has a feature on actually counting the calories that you burn, and it started from there because I wanted sa Apple Watch kasi parang may ring that you have to complete. You have to set a goal for yourself. So I started out with that. I started a stationary bike and a little bit of weights. I have parang yung resistance band, and I was burning about 220 calories because I was doing it by myself, and that's not much, and that is I'm eating a lot, so it didn't equate to me losing or actually being healthy about my lifestyle. And then one of my coaches back in high school in Santa Rosa actually was reaching out to me, telling me that hey, pwede mong gawin yung mga workouts na isa-send ko sa'yo, because obviously people in the fitness sector uh, is having a hard time right now because gyms are closed and so on. So he sent me those things, and he wasn't coaching me during that time. I tried it alone. It felt good. I burned about mga 300 plus calories. So I told him that maybe we can do this online, and that's how I actually started my platform. Just like what Vince was talking about, there are a lot of platforms out there, nga. And it's not about competition right now for me. It's about helping other people. The Fit Crew aims to help people in general, help coaches, help clients attain their goals. So that's how it started, and yun nga, parang I was joining the classes already, even if I started the business, and I was burning about 500 to 600. And Vince knows this. That's okay. That's actually not bad for a day. And the next thing I need to do is watch what I eat right now. So yun nga, babalik ako doon sa sinabi ko na sarado muna ang tindahan ng Triviño. Wala muna kaming free food. Tama na muna yung mga sushi day. Ang sarap. Ang sarap. At saka yung mga ube pandesal.
Quarantine food na yan.
Quarantine food.
So I actually saw also, diba, you started parang yung Fit Crew PH. So
Yeah.
I want to discuss about that then, like how you were able to create the Fit Crew PH team.
Okay, sige. I think I have a couple of slides to share with you. Okay lang ba, Sir Vince? Ano lang ako? Open-minded ka ba?
Oh, naman. I actually missed you much.
So this is Fit Crew, your fitness partner at home. Next slide. I don't need to talk about anything more. So we're going to be talking about the new normal.
Yeah.
So in the realm of fitness, syempre the lockdown has gave us all fear, making it difficult, just like what we've talked about, to stay active, diba? To move around. And public gyms, fitness centers are closed, and some trainers have lost their means to earn. So that's why it's just mga burden ko yun. I'm close with a lot of my trainers in QC or here in Santa Rosa, and they're not doing anything, just like me. So sabi ko, di ba, parang well, we'll make the most out of what we have. So I presented to them, and I told them that I'll do their marketing, and thus this came about, the Fit Crew. We're actually making the most out of it, not just for me, not just for the coaches, also to the clients. So next slide. We are, of course, we are challenged, but who are we? So fitness close to home, fitness that's fun for all. Fit Crew PH is an online fitness platform for groups and individuals that aims to provide everyone the best means to stay active, especially at home, with our, ang keyword dito yung certified coaches and virtual Zoom sessions. And just anyone can be a part of the crew. So kahit anong fitness level mo, you can join in because we custom fit the programs and we provide based on your needs, wants, and goals. So next slide. Just like what I've mentioned, we have a profile of certified coaches. Itong dalawang coaches to are example, si Coach Joben. I actually started the business with him. And si Coach Joshua RN. And we have a profile of coaches on our social media accounts. So to the people that's watching this, you may check that out. FitCrew_PH on Instagram and FitCrewPH on Facebook.
Yeah.
Next slide, please. So how do we work? How do we get in touch with you? How do you get in touch with us? So first, you go to our website or our social media accounts. Choose your coach. Message us. You can text us. You can call. We have a number there. Pwede kayo mag-iwan ng testimonya sa Friendster ko. Kahit ano, pwede nyo gawin. Book your session. So, kahit sino ka man, kahit anong oras, you just ask us if we're available. And then, syempre, the last step to it is you have to stay fit. Syempre, workout na while staying at home. Syempre, ang kailangan nyo lang naman dyan, yoga mat and water, and you're good to go. First sessions are free, so everybody or anyone can book a class today. Next slide. So that's who we are. Syempre, ang isa sa mga burden ko is, syempre, alam ni Vince to, kapag coach ka, iba pa rin kapag, alam mo yun, nakakapag-interact ka with the coach so that you can check your forms, you can actually ask for advice, you can be accountable to someone so that you can reach your goals together. Katulad na nangyayari sa akin when I was starting to work out, I was just burning 200 calories and I was thinking that was enough and I was gaining. My pants don't fit anymore, my t-shirts were getting small and I was blaming the dryer. But it wasn't. I was actually gaining weight. So that's we're actually offering a solution to that.
Oh, that's nice. Kasi actually, mahirap din minsan kasi you know how they say na when people just go to random, siguro yung mga videos online that they see, tas they don't know if it's actually compatible for their body or like if they can actually if they can keep up with it. Kasi may mga videos online na may mga trainers na not certified or like na not you don't know if you can trust them yung mga videos kasi you know it's gonna be like risk to injury, diba? So maganda yung platform ni Juancho na if anyone who's looking for a fitness journey talaga to start in this quarantine, it's not too late. You can check out the Fit Crew PH with Juancho. First session is free, so why not? And you can try it out. Tsaka you can actually contact lang mga coach no on the Facebook page, so you can ask questions. Kay Vince din, diba? You can check they can also check you out sa online classes mo on Flyweight and diba Flyweight. You have classes.
Yeah, so you can contact us at flyweight.ph on Instagram and Bear Manila on Instagram as well.
Yeah, so you have to be these are our guests today. You can trust them with their fitness routines kasi you never know talaga yung ano na pinapanood natin minsan ano nang sinusundan natin kasi you don't know, it's risky to injury. I know some people na masakit likod after a while, which is kasi baka mali yung tinuturo. So it's nice if you can go to watch certified people only and companies who are really perfect for or who are only fit for what they're doing. So ayan.
Okay. May do more harm than good.
Yes, exactly. Alam mo yun kasi diba, yung mga nagtuturo lang maganda nga yung katawan pero they don't know what they're teaching is right. So maganda if it comes from someone who's knowledgeable talaga. So ayan. So I'm so happy you guys are, getting so creative with what you're doing, and you can still pursue your fitness plans despite the situation. So and you're also able to help the clients and other trainers who are not, able to earn so much at this time. So let's move on to this other segment na yung discussion natin ng fitness and clean eating. Well, hindi natin alam kung clean eating talaga. Mahirap na yung topic sa clean eating kasi ako talaga personally, that's really one of my pinakamahirap na sundan, clean eating. So, I want to know, what are your fitness routines? Ano yung mga eating habits nyo lately? Or like, how are you able to maintain even if you eat like junk food or a lot of coffee? Paano ba yan, guys? Sana all, napapasana all na lang talaga. So, sino muna? Okay, Vince.
Wow. Okay, realistically right now, you eat the food that's most accessible to you. So you eat the food that you can get, the food that's given to you. Once kung yung Casa Triviño is not accepting any more orders, Casa Velasco will accept your orders.
Gift.
No, but all kidding aside, yeah. So right now, of course, you want to eat so you want to minimize your going out to just limited essentials and stuff like that. So it's understandable that you're not able to eat everything that you want to really eat right now in terms of being healthy. But thank God there are a lot of online sources you can get from. In terms of personal routine, the way I look at it, how I am now is I have what I call a working weight. So let's say for me, I feel healthy at around maybe 170, 175. My working weight for me is plus minus 10 in either direction, which means I can still recover if I feel like, okay, if I'm plus, like right now, I'm a little bit worried because I'm at plus 12 pounds now. So I want to scale it back down that middle range. Because for me, and I tell this to a lot of people, as much as there is specific science and advice that people will give you, find the process that works for you. And for me, that's what works for me. Because I am not one of those people who can just, binge eat for 4 to 6 months and then it's easy for my body to recover. So before I say anything else, I want to tell people that there are a couple of things that you have to take into consideration. First is your genetics, what you're eating, sleep, and your daily routine. So you have to take those things into account, because if you don't put all of those together well, and it's not complicated. Some people, they work out 30 minutes a day and it works for them. They eat intermittent fasting, 4 hours in a day, 20 hours not eating, stuff like that. So it really depends on you. For me right now, I'm trying to do intermittent fasting, which is 4 hours of eating and then 20 hours of fasting. But the 20 hours are deceiving because I can have coffee there and I'm asleep for 10 of those hours. So that's how my routine is like now, basically. I hope that answers your question.
Oo, it really does. Like, I have to know din kasi yung mga random, like, yung routine still at home right now. Because I agree with you. Like, you have to just eat whatever you can right now. Accessible talaga. And of course, like, we have to limit our trips outside and expenses as well. Because sometimes, our what we can just get right now talaga. So there's a question here. What do you think of cheat days from Selena Venice Bugia? So kasi
well, hi Selena. Cheat days, honestly, they're really good for you because they really reset your mindset. You have something to look forward to. For a lot of people that I train with, you have to ask them their why. And then you give them short-term and long-term goals. So for instance, a short-term goal can be, okay, I'm looking forward to my cheat day in like 7 days or in 4 days. My long-term goal could be like, at the end of the month, I should be able to lose 5-10 pounds, something like that. Then you can sort of build off along the way. So my answer to yes, and because a lot of people have been very generous with giving me food, yes to cheat days a lot now.
Yes, okay lang, may cheat days. You can still recover from that. So how about you, Juancho? Ikaw naman, what are your fitness routines or like eating habits right now?
Well, see Vince touched on this earlier, and we talking about what's accessible,
Yeah.
right? And it's hard to cook healthy food. Siyempre, pinakamadali, lalo na ako, kaming dalawa ni Joyce. Si Joyce is really busy. I tend to just fry things. That's not healthy, and eat a lot of fries because we're both trying to compensate, the times that we have. So maraming mga platforms nga, delivery services, yung food delivery services that track the calories that are being sent to you is really an advice that I want to give to other people, because not only did that help me a lot before, but I'm going to go back to that to get my weight down again. Uh, Vince, nag-try kami intermittent fasting, and that didn't work out well for us because we were asleep for 12 hours.
Okay.
We were asleep for 12 hours. We were allowed to eat for 8, but that was a long 8 hours is just too long, and we were eating
Yeah.
whatever we could find, and we were sleeping early and then waking up late. So it's kind of tricky nga eh. It's kind of tricky in that way.
Yeah.
So it didn't, yun nga, parang sinabi mo nga rin kanina, Vince, it doesn't work for everybody. And it depends rin talaga on what you choose to eat during your intermittent
Yeah.
fasting. Because if you just, you have 4 hours of eating time, pero lahat naman pizza or, di ba, it won't really din naman. We tried that, and we actually gained weight. So that's what happened. Right now, I try to work out in the morning after an hour of me being awake, after my coffee, because I'm not a professional at this, but I think my body's at its best in the morning. I have a lot of energy during that time, and then afternoon, parang everything's just so easy to do because I'm not lazy anymore. My blood's already alive, and I'm I parang cycle na rin yan eh. Makakatulog ako maaga, and then I'll wake up early and work out. So it's actually a good plan to have, and I suggest to other people as well.
I should take that from you kasi I'm a type kasi to sleep late tapos late na ako nagigising. So mas maganda nga actually you start your day early tapos you start it with the coffee tapos workout na para all throughout the day you're energized. Parang I think and energized ka na talaga, ready ka na for the day, diba? So we have here a comment, Juancho, no? From Ira Nevalga. Hi, Juancho. How long is one class daw for Fit Crew? May nagtanong lang.
Well, it ranges. Depende yan sa katulad na sinabi ko kanina. Depende sa needs ng mga students. Usually for people that are starting out with their fitness journey pa lang, we suggest mga 30 to 45 minutes just to just to get you familiarized with the workouts and stuff. Mga ganon, 45 to an hour naman for those people who have specific goals na talaga, like I want to lose weight. Usually mga high intensity interval training yung mga ginagawa namin, yung mga boot camp, mga bodyweight trainings lang. And with the use of stuff you can see at your house, like mga bag, mga galon ng tubig. So nagganon lang, parang mabilis lang naman, and you'll burn around mga 400 to 600 calories kaagad.
Oh, so there you go, Ira. So yun yung Fit Crew natin with Juancho. So with that, I also want to know, with mga ganito nyo, may mga goals ba kayo? Or what are your motivations na lang sa pagka-fitness nyo? What do you think? And kasi for me, that's also my problem eh. I do work out, tapos minsan nawawala ng motivation. Like, it's so hard. Like, I always say, ang hirap. Like, ang tagal. Like, what can you, what do you think of as in your head? Like, what's your mindset na lang? Parang when you work out. What's a good mindset? Vince?
Right now, it's just because I'm in the same boat with Juancho. Right now, I just feel bad about the amount of food I've eaten because I've been very lucky to get food. Right now, it's just no, because I live alone, and basically when you live alone, there's a tendency sometimes to just revolve around the things that are within your comfort zone. Easy to cook, not necessarily the healthiest things, and of course, like you want to minimize going out. So I've been very lucky that, brands, partners, friends, family, loved ones have sent me food. So, but in turn, I just end up eating it without necessarily thinking about the routine. And um, in terms of now, that's just the goal, is to be healthy. Go back to, good mindset and healthiness. But in terms of the times where I really want to get into a certain, whether it's competition, whether it's a league, like Juancho knows this. He plays a lot of sports. Like
Yeah.
when you have a league coming up, or when you have, let's say he has a role, or let's say you have an event, there's specific goals you have in mind. Personally, now that I've felt like I've got back into a good rhythm, my goal is to get back into the fittest feeling that I had before, not necessarily aesthetics, because I like what Wancho said earlier. The physical aspect of how it looks, it just actually came about based off his love of what he was doing, based off how he was feeling, based on how it was effective for him. And that's what I like about fitness. Just to backtrack a little bit, the reason why I really liked doing it before was it just makes you a better person. Your mood's better, you feel better about yourself. It's very empowering. Like a lot of trainers in the States, when they train athletes, models, actors, and actresses, they say that it's actually, what you're building for them is a mentality. It's not just about their body anymore. It's very empowering. They feel like they're an actual role of the actual person of who they're embodying. So for me, it's just that. It's self-empowerment and empowering other people.
I love that. Honestly, I love that because I feel like the physical aspect is just like ano lang, parang siyang bonus, parang ganon. So it's like if you think about like how it helps your your mind, your mindset, the mental your mental health, like because I even me like if I when I personally work out, like even if I feel tired, but at the end of the day, parang it feels so relaxing. Like when I go to bed, like my mind's just so free. Like wow, I was able to like give time for myself. Parang, it's just how I see it also. So that's a really good takeaway from you, Vince. How about you, Wancho? What are your motivations also?
Um, well, just like in life, we have to have a why. Uh, why I'm actually doing this, and see, Vince already said it a while ago, is because we feel bad because of the weight that we gained. But the deeper why is that I want to be healthy. I want to be there for my wife. I want to, physically be available for everybody, for work, diba? Maging, if I let go of myself, I won't be able to do the things that I love to do. Like baka hindi pa ako kunin sa mga roles, or I might not get to play basketball anymore, or it might be a harder journey for me. So that's my deeper why, and that's why I am motivated in doing the things that I'm doing each and every morning, trying to focus on working out, because I'm looking at it in a long-term goal rather than a short-term goal. Because for sure, knowing myself, and a lot of people can attest to this. If you have short-term goals, you'll definitely burn out in the end.
Short-term goal. So I think okay. So from that no, like you just think of like what you yung end point mo, like in yun yung parang pupuntahan mo from that what you're doing right now. So thank you for that, Wancho also. So if you have to give okay, so if you have to give 3 tips to our viewers right now, what are the 3 tips and secrets to being consistent to your a healthy lifestyle? 3 tips if
Okay.
there.
Wancho already actually touched on it, which is very nice. The first thing I'd say is your why. So your why can be like what he said, can be in many different levels. Can be, is it just something aesthetic? Could be something deeper. Like, is there some sort of fear that you want to overcome? Do you want to empower yourself, or do you want just to look good for the beach? Do you want to look good in your photos? Whatever it is, there's no shame in whatever your why is. And I think that it's okay. Like for some people who just want to be Instagram fit or anything like that, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, it's okay for you to admit that that's what your goal is, as long as you stay true to your why. The other tip I want to give is find what works for you, because it's okay to throughout the journey of what you're doing, it's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to, I don't want to say it's okay to get injured, because it's not okay to get injured, but it's okay to find and take risks in terms of, what you feel you should do for your process. Like, is it suspension training? Is it body weight training? Do I like boxing? Do you like a mix of both? And it's okay. Like, you have this time right now while you're still at a really good age to try all these things. And well, I think that's a bit broad, but lastly, I think the most important part is to enjoy the process. Because for me personally, I realized that, I think last year I was getting a bit hard on myself with fitness, whether like, okay, I'm lacking sleep, I'm lacking, I haven't done enough work, but I still have to work out, that sort of thing. And that led to me getting hurt, led to me getting injured. So it really brought me to take a step back and looking at, okay, I have to enjoy the process. I have to enjoy working out. I have to enjoy the sports I do and not be too hard on yourself. So yeah, you only have this one journey in terms of your fitness, in terms of your health, and just enjoy the ride.
Oh, I love that. So yung parang why and enjoy. I think that's what most people forget to remember is to enjoy it lang. Because people always think that it's always hard and like it's always nakakatamad. But I think if you really enjoy, just think of a good side of it. Enjoy the ride. You will be like Vince.
No, no, sorry. If I could just add to that. I mean, when I say enjoy the ride and enjoy the process, people enjoy it in many different ways. A powerlifter can enjoy it by being completely serious at what he's doing. An actor can enjoy it by transforming his body into the role he wants. So whatever works for you, whatever process it is, just enjoy the ride.
Oh, that's so nice. Sabi nga ng mga comments natin dito, from Cheska Limcao ko, I love all your advices and tips. Super helpful and motivating, most especially during this quarantine. Super hard to eat healthy and work out consistently now. And
it's okay. We're human too. We eat chips. We eat junk.
Yeah, totoo yan.
Ikaw, Juancho, if you have just to give 3 tips and secrets to being consistent with your lifestyle and to how to just look good, ganon, look fit.
I concur to what Vince said. That's basically it. You have to look for a why, enjoy, and syempre find what works for you, diba? That's basically it. He said it well. Yun nga, parang it's not a lot of things like boxing, like online workouts, like weightlifting or TRX. Those things are not for everyone.
Yeah.
Depende rin talaga sa kung anong sinasabi ng puso mo, diba? Parang if you're enjoying what you're doing, you will be motivated. And that's it. Yun lang yun.
Totoo yan. Like, kasi of course, there are people tell you, oh yeah, jogging ka every day, mag yoga ka every day, mag push-ups ka every day. And what if like parang if what the person is not enjoying, like, kasi iba-iba yung preference ng tao eh. Like, I think that's what my takeaway from you guys, na parang people also have different ways of coping or like ways of like enjoying their fitness activities. So with the way you're talking about this now, you're opening different ideas on how they can enjoy being healthy at the same time na you can still enjoy food and stay fit, diba?
Yeah. Just to add to what you said. I nung una nga, I was trying to jog. I know that I'm not a jogger or some kind of person that enjoys jogging. So parang mga 3 kilometers, sobrang check ako ng check, no, ilan na ba ako? I wasn't enjoying it at all. That's why sobrang tinatamad talaga ako mag-jogging. So yeah, I found what worked for me.
Ayun. So exactly, diba? Yun nga yun eh. Parang, I mean, it doesn't hurt if you try it lang, diba? At least you find out na yung pala, I don't enjoy it pala. So, try lang. You never know, diba? Na, hindi pala to sa akin.
Yeah, tama.
Ayun, diba? So, ayan.
Just like in life.
Oo, that's just like, may nagsabi na, Sam Kibilan, okay, I'm working out after this. Ano naman, 2:30 matatapos. So, ayan. We also have Cash San Juan. Sabi niya, love that. Just enjoy the ride. Yan, my friends. Ayan. So, from Jessica also, same. It's 11 at night and I'm inspired. My friend from San Francisco who's watching right now. Sabi niya, very inspired sila. Because we all talk about nga na we're struggling then how to stay fit and how to eat properly. So, ayan. So, thank you for those insights, no? It's not easy pala and effortless for you guys, no, to stay consistent with this lifestyle at this point. Kasi, of course, we all think na parang, si Juancho, si Vince, baka may ano yan, may routines, may, they're so consistent with everything they do because they look so fit, they were able to maintain it. Pero grabe, they're really unavoidable challenges, which is, you know, you have to deal with it. You have to adjust to it. But you've guys proven na anyone can start and do it basta may discipline and will and patience. And of course na, there are days na you really treat yourself. So, as I've mentioned na, we'll tackle naman how to achieve complete wellness and staying healthy both in and out. So especially no, in your 20s, where the time where most people begin to be busy, build their careers, but also of course have fun, no? Self-care, may mga stress and time management is so important. So maybe now we can discuss naman stress management, maximizing your life during 20s, and overall self-care for men. Kasi I believe na kahit, you know, I said nga kanina na this is a beauty program, but men should not be able to neglect na to take care of themselves also, aside from, you know, may mga regimen, may mga skincare, or like may mga, I don't know, how you, because you both look good, and like the way you, people really look up to you, daming may mga fans sa inyo dito na nanonood. Like we have here, Burly Dael from Skay Juancho, pinapanood namin dati yung palabas nyo sa TV, yung Magkabilang Mundo. Ayan, from Burly Dael. Ayan. So, diba, parang there are so many people like who are here na to look up to you din na, paano ba? Paano ba maging Vince Velasco at Juancho Triviño? So, let's discuss yung, ayan, may nag-comment na ngayon, Franz Robin Bugia, paano po yung clear skin? So, let's tackle that in this segment. No? So, first question, a lot
An online program that takes you to all corners of beauty and lifestyle. This is Beauty in a Box, providing insights on how beauty and lifestyle of all kinds will be of help to everyone, may it be in their professional or personal lives, by improving one's confidence. Beauty in a Box, every Saturday, 1 p.m. Philippine time, hosted by certified makeup artist and beauty enthusiast Aliya Ambray. Beauty in a Box, only here on V81 Radio, South Manila.
And we're back here again on Beauty in a Box. So, konting mini break just to breathe a little. So, right now, let's talk about stress management again. So, let's have back on the screen, we have Vince Velasco and Juancho Triviño. Na sabi siguro ng ating tech na, muna kayo, hinga muna kayo ng konti. Mga few seconds of water break. So, ayan. Okay. So, yung question ko nga kanina was, a lot of challenges really come with being in your 20s, no? How are you able to cope and manage them? Kasi I'm also in my 20s. Like, it's so hard. I think this is like the transition to adulthood talaga. And, really like yung talagang real world. So, I want to know, kasi you guys already like doing a lot of things in your life at this moment. So, let's go. Kay Vince or Juancho? Sino muna?
Juancho, I'll let you go first. I've been answering first though.
Well, I've been blessed enough. I have a wife that takes care of me. She actually buys me products that I use once in a while, if I remember. But usually, the problem that men go through with regards to their skin is just keeping it moisturized. So she actually gave me a moisturizer. Maliban doon, we don't really prioritize that. So kapag nakaligo na, okay na yun. That's what I actually do also. But it's hard for me to maintain. Nagkakaroon rin ako ng mga rashes if I shave, after I shave. So what I do after I shave is just apply moisturizer and then I'm good to go. Maliban doon, not much. I just make sure if I sweat, I also just wash up after. I actually am a neat freak that way.
Mm.
Maliban doon, wala naman na. That's pretty much it.
Oo,
Also
kasi
siguro
kasi being on screen, Juancho, you have to look, di ba? Kailangan fresh lagi, di ba, sa screen. Yun nga, paano yung mga, curious lang ako, like, how do you maintain, like, yung sa paglalaki kasi, they're not really particular with itong mga regimen, kasi pag babae talaga, maraming products, may mga 10-step, may mga 20-step. So, pag sa inyo, like, you're both, like, on screen all the time. So, is there anything, like, specifically na kailangan talaga wash your face or like products, or blessed lang talaga ba kayo?
May isa pa akong sagot dyan. It also affected me yung product na ginagamit namin sa hair, because that's what my derma told me. It depends rin kasi sa chemicals na bumababa, because usually it goes down lalo na when you sweat. And I used to have a lot of pimples on my forehead, so I had to switch up. I had to be mindful of the wax that, or the product I was using. So ngayon parang dahil nga sensitive yung skin ko up here or dito, I use all natural wax that I don't endorse. I just use a lot because it smells nice and it's affordable.
Oo. So yung mga personal self-care routine mo ngayon, just to kahit active lifestyle ka, no? Just kahit konting regimen lang, kasi you have to know din na ano yung mga products that is sensitive to your skin din. Kasi of course, you have to be mindful talaga of like, mamaya, ano pala yung mga may side effects, no? Sa'yo, Vince, are you also like that? Like Juancho, may mga curash something or ano?
Juancho, first I have to say you are very blooming. And being a husband looks good on you. Looks good on you, my friend. Looks good on you.
Talaga ganyan talaga.
May exercise ako Exercise talaga. Pinag-usapan natin exercise, di ba?
Oo, yan! Yan talaga ang marriage life!
Married life.
Oo, ang saya.
But yeah, things are not as simple for me because I grew up with asthma. So asthma, you don't. Well, in my case, I didn't outgrow it. So I used to have it in my lungs. It didn't transfer to my skin. So for a while, when I was managing stress better, it wouldn't come out. But when I'm stressed or constant change of environment, it comes up. Like before, I was okay with it because it never came out on my face and my neck. Now it does. So thankfully, I have brands and partners that really help me with the condition. I manage stress a lot better. But it's just the simple things like paying attention to yourself, and it's okay to really take care of yourself. Because there's this misconception. Because if you're a guy that you don't. And taking care of yourself doesn't have to be complicated. You know, it can be just making sure you take 2 showers in a day, maybe 3 if your skin is sensitive, making sure like what Juancho does, he puts moisturizer on his face, getting enough sleep, working out and eating right. But for me, it's just basically, I have to know when I'm stressed. I have to know when to apply lotion, moisturizer, and then use the products that my dermatologist told me. And at least shower, and at least twice a day shower.
O, diba? Oy, sa mga tamad dyan, maligo! Kasi naka-quarantine tayo ngayon.
Pinagdaanan din namin yan.
Oo.
Guys, sa day pa naliligo si Vince. So, really, kita ko kasi your skin, both of you, ang ganda na, it's very clear, no? So, ang galing how you were able to maintain it. Kasi, totoo, when we hear the word self-care, kasi there's a perception na kind of feminine yung dating. Like, skincare, it's a routine for women. So, at least na, we were able to, like, bring up and like, discuss na it's also very important to men. So, to our viewers na here watching na, men, okay yan. Don't be shy. Wag kayong mahiyang wag kayo ng mga routine. Just to, it's also self-love. Take care of yourself para mas gumwapo pa kayo. So, okay. I'm also wondering, since you were also like busy, no, like all throughout like lately kayo sa years nyo, I mean, even prior to this quarantine, of course, we all had to adjust to quarantine. I want to know lang, just to inspire our viewers also na, how are you able to schedule your day and balance time for your work, for break, for exercise, social life? Kasi kayo, you have tapings, you have like fitness ay for exercising, you work out. Tapos of course lalabas-labas kayo. Tapos si Juancho, my wife. So like alam mo, you have to like give time pa we're in our 20s. This is still the time na parang ang dami pa rin ganap. So I want to know, how are you able to like give time for all of these things in your life? Ganyan.
Sige, I'll go first. It helps me a lot if I schedule the night before, or I at least review what the things that I have to do before I go to bed. Para sa umaga, hindi ako kalat. Alam mo yun, alam ko na kaagad yung gagawin ko. I know why I'm going to wake up and actually try to work towards that already. Pero we can also do it in a weekly manner. I keep this notebook around here.
Oh, wow.
May notebook ako palagi. Per week, nilista ko na lahat ng kailangan kong gawin. And then I'll just check it off. With regards to tapings and those other or events, wala naman ngayon eh. So it's different ngayong quarantine. But it's something that we have to do. Because dahil naka-quarantine tayo, we think that we can just sleep until any time that we want to wake up na. It's also parang gitna siya ng I want to be productive and I'm not pressuring myself and not doing anything at all. So I take it by heart. I take it by ear and actually try to do the things that I want to do and I need to do so that I am productive and my heart is at peace naman, and I'm not trying to tire myself out, and I'm not too stressed enough to break out with yung mga pimples and stuff. So that's how I try to schedule.
Schedule talaga. So you're the type talaga na beforehand, like bago mag-start yung next day, nakaplanado talaga para walang gulo.
I do my best.
Kasi it's really hard kasi dami niyong mga ganap eh. So like of course, you need to be organized also eh.
It actually just got ruined when I started watching Chloe.
Yo!
So, medyo nasira lang. Kasi napapuyat na ako.
Nakain na yung sistema po si Juancho Triviño.
Ayan yung mga shows natin at saka video games, Juancho, no? For me, video games and shows. Grabe.
Kanya nakakapuyat talaga eh. Ikaw, Vince, how do you schedule? How do you balance your time with work, your break, exercise, social life?
I like organized chaos in a way. I don't know if that's a good way for how it works for people, because I like being constantly on the go. So I like being able to do multiple things in a day. So I'm just very lucky that, for example, I teach or instruct maybe 2, sometimes 4 classes in a day. I'm already at a gym or at a studio where I can actually work out maybe an hour before the session or an hour afterwards. Because I think Juancho can attest to this. When you're whether it's a performance art or entertainment art or instructing something like that in front of a large group of people and you're giving them energy, it's kind of hard to work out afterwards. So because you're drained, and so I prefer working out before the sessions, and it helps that I already have studios that have facilities and stuff like that I can work out in. Now, in terms of when things get really hectic, I want to tell people that not all workouts have to be the death of you. It doesn't mean that when you look at a workout that you have to be on the floor already afterwards exhausted. Like sometimes, one of my favorite coaches out there, shout out to Coach Chappy Calianta, he says that sometimes the best workouts are actually what they call pocket workouts. Yung mga 10-minute workouts, 20-minute workouts, and sometimes that's actually enough to get you going.
Oh, that's nice. I like that. What you said nga, Vince, no, na you just really have to really take into consideration everything that you're doing also at the same time. Na you look ahead then, and kahit na busy ka talaga, just kaya mo pa rin yan, no? And just keep going.
And it's fun being ready for anything eh.
Oo, kasi ako, I'm like you din eh. Kasi sabi ko kay Juancho, sana ganyan din ako. Sana organized ako. Kasi I'm like that, medyo ano rin ako eh, chaotic din ako when it comes to my schedule eh. I'm not very like planado sa aking week. But it's a good practice sana na maging more organized, no? But I'm the type na I work well with under pressure more. Ganun ako. That's mas napupush ako, I work better, ganun. Pag naisip ko, ito na. So I think from you both, no, whatever works for each of you, continue lang talaga. Like if you're more organized, or if you're the type na parang, if you're the type na who works better under pressure, di ba? Yung mga ganon. So let's just look at some of our comments, no, from our viewers. We have a viewer from LA. We have Shaka Dialani. Can't wait for today's fitness talk. We can just say hi to our viewers from LA. And we have from Lawrence Borigas. Hello, mga nag-watch. Mutya Raj, I love it. Fitness and wellness topic. And then Ma'am Nene Oriarte. And mga hello po. We'll just go through it. Kantilan po, may mga viewers tayo sa Kantilan, Surigao. Nancy Gawat, watching from Kantilan. Ayan. And hello to our viewers na who are watching here for Juancho and Vince, of course, no? Na, may nag-comment dito. Lucky Borge, ha. Hashtag open-minded ka ba? Hi, Juancho. Hashtag open-minded ka ba?
It's a very Juancho thing to say.
Open-minded ka ba? And then we have, may question dito. Do you guys track macros and calories?
Now I don't. I used to a little bit before. Now I don't really, because this is just for me. I feel that sometimes when I bombard myself with information, like I'm still studying now different certificates and nutrition and stuff like that, but when I over bombard myself with information, and I think it comes from being a trainer, na you don't enjoy what you're doing anymore for yourself. Like I enjoy the process of learning for other people, but sometimes I don't want to have to overthink about my workout, what I'm eating, just because I'm comfortable now.
So ikaw, Juancho, do you also keep track of your mac? Or you said parang gumanong ka kanina eh.
Yeah, macros no. Calories burned, yes. I set a goal for myself. Just like what I've mentioned earlier, yung smartwatch ko nga. Yeah. So calories burned, and when I was achieving something for an endorsement, I was actually doing the calorie plan, yung 2,100 per day for the whole week. So I had that. That works a lot. That is a huge help for people.
Curious question lang for do you guys ever done yung calorie counting? Because I know is that's another type of like I don't know if you call it diet or like eating habit. Calorie counting, ano siya, effective ba for you guys if you've ever tried it? Calorie counting.
Yes. Yeah.
Ano siya, parang like what's your like parang let's say what's the ideal maximum parang ganon if you were before when you did it or when you do it ganon.
Yun nga, during the time that I was preparing for something, the diet delivery services actually indicate na kaagad the calories per day that you will be intaking if you finish this the food for the day that they will be giving you. But in terms of me finding out, kunyari, I go to a restaurant or I eat here at home and find out how much calories this is. I wouldn't go to that extent, but yun nga, it helps a lot if you like track your calories.
It helps a lot. Okay, so ayun.
Yeah. Just to add, it's for people who actually want to maintain a certain muscle size, you sort of do have to, or want to gain muscle, you sort of do have to count. Like, I think if correct, for those who are out there, the nutritionists and of course other coaches, correct me if I'm wrong, but the general rule of thumb is you have 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. So you can do the math yourself. And in terms of your calories, if you really want to lose weight or shed that layer of fat, you really have to get into a caloric deficit. So yes, it matters the type of food that you eat, but also at the same time, if you're below a caloric deficit, I think the average for a person in a day is 2,000 to 2,700 calories, somewhere within that range, depending on the person. So if you're in a caloric deficit, you should be able to see results naman anyway. So yes, calorie counting is effective.
Effective. Okay, that's good. Oo. Kasi madaming nag-discuss yun lately, like about like calorie counting. Of course, like if you're conscious eater then eh. And also, I'm sure, do you believe also na parang those who are also na, you know, in the bigger side also, kahit na even if in the bigger side, as long as healthy sila inside, no? Parang I feel like we also have to bring that up since our topic is fitness nga, no? Parang the build of the person, kahit na, let's say, bigger side nga, no, as long as healthy inside, doesn't have to be like my muscles, doesn't have to be like my abs, my, I don't know, fit. As what can you say about them? Parang, how can you discuss that na parang how bigger na they're still healthy people, na bigger people on the bigger side, they're still healthy people.
I think Vince will answer this better because he's a trainer. But for someone that motivates people also, it doesn't matter where you are now. It matters where you want to go. So if it will make him or her feel better that he actually is losing weight or actually feels stronger, by all means start, diba? Parang it will do more good naman to you than bad.
Totoo. Kasi maraming it's really like ano ngayon, 'di ba? Parang maraming nag-share sa Facebook ng mga info na parang yeah, the person's big pero what matters is yung nasa loob daw ng katawan, yung mga ganyan. But like I think this is perfect na topic kasi sige kay Vince, sa trainer ko naman, 'di ba? Like I'm sure I think we can discuss it. What do you think kay Vince?
I completely agree with what Juancho said. It depends on your goals, depending on how you feel and stuff like that. I actually just talked about this recently on an Instagram live. I'm a firm believer that you have to look at where you are and what you're working out for. In terms of, for example, a bodybuilder. Like I did this in a presentation recently. A bodybuilder, or there's, for example, I put Eddie Hall. Eddie Hall does not necessarily have an 8-pack and stuff like that, but he's recognized as the world's strongest man. He's a big guy. He trains for his specific sport. You have people like Tia Claire Toomey, who's pretty buff by girls' standards, but she has an 8-pack because she trains for the CrossFit Games. You have somebody like Usain Bolt, who is skinny but has a 6-pack, but he's not as cut as other people, as big as other people. So it really depends on you. And sorry, I just want to say this to people who keep asking about abs and stuff like that. Abs is a great goal, but it's not a defining factor about who you are and your value. It's really not. Like, it's because I see some people sometimes get depressed about, oh, I don't have abs yet and stuff like that. I said this earlier. Enjoy the ride, enjoy the journey. If you're a bigger person, as long as your doctor says you're healthy, as long as your coaches say you're fine, then whatever your other goals are, you just add it to wherever you're at. Because quite honestly, we have enough of that on social media already. We have enough of that online where people bring each other down, people compare themselves to each other. And right now, especially in a pandemic, that's not what we need. So be happy with where you are, know where you want to go, and at the same time, just enjoy it. Honestly, just enjoy it.
Wait, that's so inspiring. Totoo yan. Kasi people usually base like healthy and fit with how they look like physically. Yung may abs, yung may big arms. And that's what you for our viewers, no, take it from Vince na you shouldn't really base it on that talaga. Na kasi nakaka-pressure talaga, of course, in social media like right now, because we all have a lot of time right now to scroll, and you can't compare yourself then to other people who actually were able to get, you know, their goal to have abs. So just keep going like with how you're doing it, whatever you're exercising, as long as you're moving, as long as you're doing a little exercise here and there, okay na yun, di ba? I think that's fine. I like that. I like that. Yung parang you just don't compare yourself and you don't, base it on abs. You don't base it on muscles. Big body. I like that.
Yeah, because social media should be because the topic I'm bringing up social media is because I see it a lot, especially in DMs and comments and stuff like that.
Mhm.
If you're getting a negative effect from social media or comparing yourself, maybe you should take a step back. If you're around the wrong people, who are making you feel bad, maybe you should consult first a nutritionist or a specialist to see where you're actually at. And one of my favorite things is, like, because we're talking about overall well-being, is you have to look at the mental aspect as well.
Yeah.
Your mental health, because that's where a lot of it starts, your emotional and mental health. So one of my favorite things I read a long time ago was, you're the sum of all people you ever meet. So it's really, you have to really put good people around you. So for those of you who are afraid to step out of your barcadas and stuff like that to achieve your fitness goals or ask other people for advice, you don't have to do there. It's great that there's some people you can do everything with, but you don't have to do everything with a specific set of friends. Like, you can have the workout buddies, you can have like stuff like that. So yeah, that's it. I just wanted to add to that.
Oh, that's nice kasi people really need this to hear these words right now. Kasi uso talaga ngayon yung nakaka-pressure. I think pressure is such a very common nowadays talaga. That's nice, Vince. I really like how you brought that up. May comment lang here. For one, may mga fans ka Juancho in our V81 radio show na here. From Juancho Cesa Subuhani. From watching from Qatar, Kuya Juancho. So I think gusto mag-hi to you here. And
Juancho! Guys, makinig kayo kay Kuya Vince, ha?
Oo.
Ako, natututo ako sa kanya. Thank you, Kuya Vince, for that. For assuring me that I don't need abs right now.
Yeah,
As long as I feel good.
Exactly. May comment na from Miss Jigs Aguirre. Very well said, Vince. Great tips. Just enjoy the process and don't compare yourself. Diba? I think that's really nice. Kasi, yun talaga ako. Kasi ako, even myself, kasi minsan naisip ko, ay, kailangan ng abs, kailangan ng muscles, kailangan yan. Para mukhang nag-workout ka talaga. Para lang ma-prove na you're working out. But this episode shows na, that's not the proof na you're being healthy. Just enjoy the process. Yes! So, ayan. So, last question ko, before we proceed to our last segment here na for your final words. Last question ko, how does being physically fit and how does being physically healthy and fit help improve your self-confidence and self-love? Yun na lang.
Interesting.
Self-love and self-confidence. How does it improve? Kasi yun ang goal natin sa show na to eh. Self-confidence talaga. Like the way I want to bring to our viewers then.
Well, personally, me working out actually boosts my mood throughout the day. And it puts me in a position na parang positive na lahat afterwards. Whatever comes, whatever bad news or good news, syempre maapektuhan tayo. But as long as you start your day with on a positive note, it will definitely help you. It makes me feel good about myself. It makes me feel light. Alam mo yun, pinag-usapan nga namin nila Vince kanina. It really depends on what you want in your life and what you want to do, what you want to achieve. As long as I'm doing that and checking all those boxes, I'm okay. I feel good. Even if I gained 10 pounds during the quarantine, I still feel positive because I am actually taking care of myself and not putting this aside and actually prioritizing my physical health. So that helps me a lot in a standpoint of a normal person trying to get fit.
That's nice, no? Self-love and self-confidence for Juancho. How about for Vince? How does being physically fit and healthy help your self-love and self-confidence?
Well, before that, I just because I rarely get to see. Everything's been like a couple of years since I've seen Juancho. I just want to point out because I've had the great opportunity to work with some celebrities, actors, hosts, and enthusiasts. And I just have to say, we've touched on it earlier. Some of you have to acknowledge how hard it is to actually be an actor and like a host in Juancho's case, because you actually have to transform your body sometimes for a specific role. You have to do research for the role. You have to memorize your lines, and you have to accommodate the long taping days. So yeah, so congratulations, bro. I just have to say, I had
Bro, thanks, bro.
I had a newfound respect for it the more I worked with these other people.
Well,
So
I'm getting a lot of sleep right now.
it does help. It does help keep you young. But yeah, just for me, I think it's just I like trying a lot of things, like being active enough, having the confidence, because we talked about confidence earlier. And when I was overweight, when I was unhealthy, I was moody, I was anxious, I wasn't ready to try a lot of things. I wasn't confident enough to try a lot of things. Eventually, I realized it was also a byproduct of enjoying fitness was the confidence. So being able to try things, and I was very blessed to have these great jobs that really helped me, like where for doing obstacle courses, from trying whether it's trying weightlifting, trying maybe jujitsu and stuff like that. And I was fortunate enough that I had a show for 2 years that really brought me to all these great places. So aside from enjoying fitness, I had to force myself to be fit also, so I could try all these activities. Because can you imagine, like, sometimes they made you climb something like 3 or 4 stories and rappel down. If you're not physically, if you're not physically fit, if you're not mentally also, like yeah.
So you really have to, I
Yeah,
really
so
have
there.
respect for you both, no? Kasi of course, being in the entertainment industry, there's a lot of adjustments you have to do, like for different things that you have, like roles nga, or like yung tasks nyo, like for the hosting and yung acting, the roles. So it really you really have to have strong mentality talaga with how you deal with how you maintain like your self-confidence and self-love, kasi ang daming pressure din. Of course, you have audience, big audience that who give you who look up to you and could give you different opinions, diba? So it's very nice to hear from you both that side of that aspect of your life. And hear from Lucky Joy nga, sabi, don't compare yourself to others, compare yourself to the person you were yesterday. Hashtag adulting with Joy Spring. Yes, yung wife ni Juancho.
Yan.
Oo nga.
Kaya siya blooming.
Oo. I'm getting a lot of that.
Naalagaan talaga ni Joy si Juancho talaga.
Yep, that's true. That's true.
Yes, so nice. And we have, actually, Gianna wants to say hi also. Hi, Kuya, our common friend ni Juancho. Gianna Revilla saying, hi, Kuya Juancho. Proud of you guys. And Vince. So, very nice na we have like these speakers today na who are able to talk about fitness at the same time, enjoying the ride and self-love at the end of the day. I think that's what's important talaga from this episode. You just really have to enjoy from highlight lang talaga yung physical aspect of it. It's just the bonus, the byproduct of what you're doing, no? So thank you so much for showing us how much one's beauty and confidence is very much connected and aligned with fitness, health, and wellness. No? And of course, throughout the show, our discussions have really proven that following regimens and the concept of beauty and self-care is really not just for women. Then the same goes for being strong and fit. It's not just for men. And it's something also for everyone. Beauty and fitness is for everyone. So before we officially end, maybe there are some final words you would want to say to our viewers. But before lang tayo mag-ending.
Thanks for having us, Aliya. It has been an enjoyable time here in V81 Radio. Thank you guys for listening to the show and listening to what we have to say. Parang mga 30% ng time nyo, nagbobulaan lang kami ni Kuya Vince. Pero thank you for listening to us. Thank you for our supporters and sila Lucky Borje, everybody that supports us. And we hope to see you guys soon. Syempre si Vince and I, we are tied up with fitness platforms, and we would accommodate everyone that wants to join the fitness journey with us.
Yes, they're very approachable, guys. Alam niyo na kung saan sila, where you guys can keep in touch with them for your fitness inquiries, diba? Yun. Thank you also, Juancho, for being here. Talaga, super appreciate. How about you, Vince? Any few words, last words?
Aliya, Juancho, it's been a really, really, really great. I didn't realize it's been an hour and a half now. So thank you so much for having us. Juancho, it's been great to see you. I think it's been too long. It's been too long. It's been too long. Juancho is one of those, before we go, because I don't know when I'm going to see him again. Juancho is one of those people in the industry. If you meet him for the first time and you see him again 2 years later, he's still the same person. So you can still talk to him.
That, bro.
Yeah. So just to add the final words. Yeah. So you can join us anytime, and we'd love to help you. Whether it is you just wanting to move, add some muscle, lose those extra pounds. You have Juancho. I'm sure he'll reply to any and all of your messages. Sorry, bro, I'm putting you on the spot. Yeah, he has his fit crew. Find me on Instagram. We can do some group classes as well. That's Vince Velasco 23. You have flyweight.ph for group boxing. And also we have Bear Manila for other forms of trading. So yeah, feel free to reach out, email, and we'll be in touch. We're just all home right now.
Yes. Very easy. And you can easily go to their websites and their Instagram pages so you can keep in touch with them with your fitness inquiries. So you can start moving after this episode with them. Ayan. So ayan. Thank you so much again, Juancho, for joining me in today's Beast Mode episode. I hope you enjoyed your time here on VH1 Radio, and I hope our viewers too. Thank you, our viewers who are watching all throughout the episode. So keep being amazing inspirations to all of us. So you guys can follow them on social media if you want to continue seeing how they're doing and not miss out on anything that they're doing, and you cannot miss out on any of their fitness tips and stories. So you can follow Juancho in his Instagram at Juancho Triviño and Vince Velasco at Vince Velasco 23. So I'd like to thank today's sponsor again, Co-Farms, so for giving us the fresh greens and fruits that we need, most especially in times like this. Let's also not forget to support our local farmers and local businesses. And to all our viewers tuned in with us, thank you so much for watching this week's episode. And I hope you continue to stay safe and always remember to unbox your beauty in a box with me, Aliya Ambray. And I'll see you next Saturday here only at V81 Radio South Manila. Bye!
An online program that takes you to all corners of beauty and lifestyle. This is Beauty in a Box, providing insights on how beauty and lifestyle of all kinds will be of help to everyone, may it be in their professional or personal lives, by improving one's confidence. Beauty in a Box, every Saturday, 1 p.m. Philippine time, hosted by certified makeup artist and beauty enthusiast Aliya Ambray. Beauty in a Box, only here on V81 Radio, South Manila. Tunog Pinoy, Tatak Pinoy, the future of radio. This is your all-hits, all-Pinoy internet radio station. This is V81 Radio Worldwide.
Ito ang paborito ng bawat Pilipino. Basta all hits, all Pinoy.